have a live feed. Okay. Oh, I got tribe members here. Yay. I made it. There, I'm sure it's all over the place, but there is so much construction in this East Valley. It's not even funny. Continuously, they finish up a project. It took 2 years to finish up the one down the street. Right after we moved in like July or August of 20. Been in here 2.5 years, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2023. It took right about 2 years to finish that, and then it's just everywhere. You literally cannot drive probably a mile in any direction around here without the roads being down to one lane and torn up and everything. So I know they're just responding to a lot of it's piping. You can see they're replacing old piping and all that kind of stuff, but it's like, oh man, I got caught in a ton of it coming home from my office. Oh, but here we are. Good to see you. Oh, I had just enough time to get in, get changed, and warm up this this warm wine with a cinnamon stick and a big slice of navel orange. This is my go-to in the wintertime. And then Jean turned me on to those slushy cold margarita slushy drinks in the summer when it's hot out. Those are so good. This is perfect for a nice cool down evening. So I'm here. Yes, the construction was terrible, as always. But we made it. There's the Fair Faith. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. All right, I'm pretty tuned up. Z says, really nice outside. Yeah. I only got out enough to go to get in the car and head to the office. But yesterday I had 3.5 hours. That's kind of unusual, but it's just the way the bookings worked out. About a 3.5 hour break between my first afternoon client and my evening client. So I went down the road and got some tomato soup at Panera. I brought a change of clothes. Then I went out to the Riparian Preserve, and I had an evening client, so I wasn't going to work up a sweat. But I went out and did just a nice hour-long walk, no headphones, just out enjoying the birds and the rabbits and squirrels and nature. And then I did a 4-point hands and feet grounding on the earth for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I've been having a lot of internal heat lately, so humans are supposed to ground with the earth. I've mentioned this before. There's a great documentary on YouTube, the grounding documentary, and it talks all about the guy that found that out in the 70s and the science behind it. It's true. So I've been having a lot of excess accumulation of internal heat. So I need my joints, so I needed to ground. So I did that, and then went to the store on the way home, on the way back to the office, got a few things, and then man, when I got to my office, I was so chilled and just vegged for the evening. I felt so good. So no time to do that today, but it was brisk out yesterday, but sunny. So it was like 69 or 71. Today I know it was a little warmer. I didn't get a chance to get out in it, but I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow is more self-care. So I can envision myself getting a power walk in tomorrow. All right. I'm here, Troy. The Batgirl's here. Unexpected temperature plunge, and the power has been out twice, building briefly. Wow, from those wild winds, man. That's crazy. I know the weather your way affects power lines when it gets pretty crazy. So we're glad you're here. Thanks for checking in. Oh, I'm a little tired, but I'm here. So thanks everybody for hanging around. Yeah, the road construction in the East Valley where we're at is ongoing, and it's crazy. Down to one lane, a mile backed up. It's like, well, at least a half mile tonight coming home. It all depends on the timing. I'm here. No idea what I'm going to play, but I'm here. London has a level 2 now. Oh, that must be pretty bad. Yesterday was the 60th anniversary. Oh, you sent me that. I sent that to Amy. No, Mike sent me that. Then I sent it to Amy, and Mike had also sent it to Amy. That's right. I wish I knew the Batman theme song. I would play it. Anyway. Yeah. 1966. Man, I remember sitting up at night watching that TV show. He says, power lines made me think of Wichita. Maybe I'll have to pull that one out. I haven't done that in a while. So, oh, we'll see. Little my buddy Steve Holtz kicking this set off of Wind Down Wednesday. Thanks, my tribe, for being here. Gene's here, yay. Well, I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips still. You've got fireworks in your head. And I love the way you bring me water when I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You got the devil in your eyes. You disappear without a trace. Well, I love sneaking up behind you when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear, without guilt and without fear. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. All right, a little bit of my friend Steve Poltz, and your friend too, if you know him, kicking off this little late edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Sip him if you got him. Thanks for tuning in, even though I was running late. My tribe, it's always a blessing to see you. Amy said, power lines when you think of Wichita. Yes. Yeah, we'll have to pull that out here in a minute. Thanks. Love to celebrate. Gene's here. Welcome. Z says, that is a good song. Yeah. Sharon is here. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Boy, look at our love triangle tonight. Seattle to Ohio and down here to Arizona. As always, I can pretty much make a heart wherever anybody checks in. Feel like a double shot of Steve while I'm warming up here. If you look to the east where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs, you could bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own, and I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La 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 la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out into black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh. And I walk so slowly, the broken glass outside. I tread in oh so cautiously, I'm wondering where you hide. And I got notes tacked on my walls and kisses oh so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello. again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up so. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. $100 phone bill multiplied by 5. If you look like a phone to me, hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles will decorate my floor. And I got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up so. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. There's a double shot. My friend Steve Poltz kicking off this edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Good to see my tribe here. Just warming up. So Amy said the power lines and snow reminded her of Wichita Lineman. I'm trying to, so give me a second. Okay, I think I've got the lyrics down. Knock on wood. I haven't done it in a while, so I just need to make sure I get the chord progressions down. All right, here's that mashup. I woke up one day in bed and went, oh, I was just thinking of Wichita Lineman, and then out of nowhere, my muse said, you know, you could mash that up with bread, and I went, oh yeah. So they're in two different keys, but I figured out a way to make it work. So my favorite bread song, and some Jimmy Webb. Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? Maybe climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. Dreams there for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, I want to make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I can hear you through the wire, I can hear you through the and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than I want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. No, you don't know me well, and every little thing only time will tell. You believe the things that I do, and we'll see it through. Life can be short or long, love can be right or wrong. And if I chose the one I like, it's help me through. I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Dreams, they're for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if I chose the one I like to help me through, I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. Well, I got really close. I blew a couple of chord changes, but I got all the lyrics down. So anyway, thanks for that. I'm meaning to do that one, and I just forget. So I like to keep that one in the rotation. So that's a mashup, courtesy of my muse. Woke up one morning laying in bed and was thinking of, Make It With You with Bread. And all of a sudden, this idea, hey, you could mash that up with Wichita Lineman, which I didn't even play. I mean, I played that out of a songbook as a kid, but so I was able to pull most of that out. So thanks for that universal nudge. And he says, controlled strength on those notes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I probably put a little bit more effort because I haven't sung it in a while. So, and I hate being off key. Sometimes I think my voice sounds great. Thank you. Sometimes I think my voice is my primary instrument, but that's when I've been singing a lot, and I feel like it's got a really resonance, and it really expresses well, and I can project. And I would rather miss a guitar note than miss a vocal note. So I think I put emphasis onto that. So obviously I can't hear myself outside myself, but you did, so thank you. Gene says, so good. Thanks much. Amy says it does, so I guess it resonates. Yay. All right, let's see. Thanks for hanging in, because I started late because of traffic. Oh, I know. I heard this on, I think it was Smokey's Motown yesterday, or it could have been the 50s channel. I can't remember. Um, I haven't done this one in a while. I love Jermaine Jackson's version of this. Mike's here, snowy Michigan. Yeah, Amy's got wind blowing up there. Losing power intermittently, but she's here with us tonight. All right, so now Mike added to our love triangle. So Sharona's up here in Seattle from my vantage point. Down to Ohio, Michigan, and Arizona. So I can almost pretty much always find a heart somewhere when you all check in from outside of the state. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining in. Oh yeah, so I heard this yesterday. I haven't done this in a long time. I love Jermaine Jackson's version of this on YouTube. You can find it. It's from like Midnight Special back in the 70s, and he plays bass. And it's just him on stage. You're my love, you're my angel, you're the girl of my dreams. And I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Yeah, Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. How I wait for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Yeah, Daddy's home. Your daddy's home to stay. Now it wasn't on a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday went by. It wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was cry. And I made a promise that you treasure. I made it back home to you. How I waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Yeah, Daddy's home. Your daddy's home to stay. Daddy's home to stay. I'm not 100 miles away. Daddy's home to stay, and I'm gonna be there come what may. Daddy's home to stay. I'm not 1,000 miles away. Woo! Okay, just give me a second. Woo! That one kind of gets you right there. All right, I'm suddenly this is turning into a Motown set. Oh man. I've been listening to a lot of Smokey's Motown. Oh, that stuff. Man, some of that just pulls at my emotion and my heartstrings. Oh. Okay, got my breath back. And he says, love that. You always make a heart. Yeah, that's our love triangle. I can pretty much always find a heart with everybody checking in from Arizona all the way up to all of the tribe members who are out of state. Gene says, love that song. Me too. Amy says, nice, thank you. Yeah, so I'm thinking some drifters. I haven't done these in a while. These were crowd favorites when I was with Musicians on Call, and I would go to the VA hospital downtown Phoenix on 7th Street, and you could let your hair down a little there, and they'd go, play some damn Johnny Cash and this and that, and then I'd play some Motown stuff on Drifters, man, and they love this. So I haven't done this in a while. I do have to remind you, growing up here in Phoenix, my parents would take us to the state fair every year, and my favorite thing was to go right to, as soon as possible, the corn dog stand. And as I've often said, I got a corn dog with my mustard, because I would smother that thing in mustard. So I had to change one line in this song from hot dog to corn dog. For anybody that's discriminating and might pick up on that, I've told you guys that before, so I just, I love changing that line. Oh, I was wondering if I was going to remember the beginning. Okay. Oh, when the sun beats down and melts the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Yeah. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk, and we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk. Boardwalk. From the park you hear the happy sounds of the carousel. You can almost taste the corn dogs and French fries they sell, yeah. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk. Boardwalk. Yeah, under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk. Boardwalk. All right, I gotta go immediately to a double shot of the Drifters. I haven't played this one in so long. When this soul world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to take, I climb way up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can't bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get away from the hustling crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof's the only place I know. You just have to wish to make it so. Let's go up on the roof. At night the stars put on a show for free, and darling, you can share it all with me. either right smack dab in the middle of town. I found a paradise and struggled through. And if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two up on the roof. Up on the roof. Hey, come on, baby. Yeah, come on, darling. Let's go up on the roof. Dang. Woo. Man, those songs. That Motown stuff, man, I feel every bit of it. It just aligns with my vibration, my artistic soul. I don't know what. I can't put words to it, but if those don't put a smile on your face, nothing to do with me. It's because of those songs. It's because you don't want to smile. So I know all of you are. Those are just feel-good songs. I rarely play those, man, but I got to pull those out. I got another one. Amy says, great summer feeling song. Just look like it's 25 here, but feels like 7. Look, it's 25 degrees. Oh my goodness. Feels like 7. In other words, it is cold. Woo! Bat girl, get that bat furnace going. I know you have. Stay bundled. She says, great, thanks. Well, I got another Motown that your mom would love. That's all I know of the Drifters off the top of my head, but got this one. Once I start, if songs are similar, I have to start thinking of the beginnings of them. Okay, got it. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting in the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Then I watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I ain't got nothing to live for, look like nothing gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, he's sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing gonna change, everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness don't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Oh, late great Otis Redding. I don't know, it's probably just me. I'm liking this set tonight. I never know what I'm going to play. I had no idea I was going to play any of this. So, oh, I do know another Motown song, Johnny Ace, late great Johnny Ace, but Elvis covered it. I play it so infrequently I don't even remember the key that I'm in. That's too low. Let's try a G. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm pretty sure I know the all the lyrics to it. Forever, my darling, our love will be true. Now and forever, I love only you. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. May this fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. Your heart's at my command, dear, to keep love and to hold. Making you happy is my desire, dear. Keeping you is my goal. I'll forever love you for the rest of my days. I'm never far from you, oh, your loving ways. So just promise me, darling, your love in return. May this fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. My heart's at your command, dear, to keep loving, to hold. Making you happy is my desire, dear. Keeping you is my goal. I'll forever love you all the rest of my days. I'm never far from you or your loving ways. So just promise me, darling, your love in return. May this fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. Oh, I definitely have not played that in G before, but I had to do a little quick transposing in my head, but that's the only math I really understand well, the math of music. Oh, wow, I haven't done some of these songs forever. I just like where the set's going. I just follow my muse, man. Amy laughed at something I said, probably ridiculously stupid, but if it got a laugh out of you, yay. Thank you. Oh, that was for Dock of the Bay for your mom. Feels like a creative set, I know. These Wind Down Wednesdays were initially, each title had a theme. Yeah, Wind Down Wednesday was kind of coast down through the midweek, or as Kev calls it, Happy Hump Day. Fiesta Friday was to celebrate the end of the work week and was more festive stuff, Richie Valens and all that kind of stuff. And then Soulful Sunday was, this actually fits more into a Soulful Sunday. A lot of soul stuff, just kind of celebrating the end of the weekend and all of that. But over time, they just have taken on a life of their own, which is I just follow my muse or whatever I feel like doing. And most importantly, requests from all of you, which I love. So, let's see. If you have something you want to hear, certainly always type it in. Oh, I did hear an Elvis song yesterday from, I think it's from Speedway. There was a scene out by a pool at a little motel with Shelley Fabares. I haven't played it in so long. I listened to it and I went, oh, I haven't done that in so long. I'm not sure the key. It might have been in D. Every time you look at me, I'm as can be, for I'm just a puppet on a string, and you can do most anything with me. All you do is touch my hand, and my heart's at your command, for I'm just a puppet on a string, and you can do most anything with me. If you really love me, darling, please be kind. I offer you the truest love that you will ever find. Take my heart and please be fair, handle it with loving care, for I'm just a puppet on a string, and you can do most anything with me. If you really love me, darling, please be kind. I offer you the truest love that you will ever find. So take my heart and please be fair, handle it with loving care, for I'm just a puppet on a string, and you can do most anything with me. You can do most anything with me. Well, I definitely can tell you that's too low of a key. I have no idea what key that was in. It might have been in G, which I tried at first, but it seems a little high. I don't know, and I can't even believe I missed a couple of the lyrics. I haven't played that in like a couple of years. Maybe a year ago, but I don't even know. So I heard it on the radio yesterday. I never even thought about it until now. So I'm just kind of following whatever spills out. So for better or for worse. I hadn't thought of this. Oh, I heard this the other day. This is from, I haven't even played this, man. This is from Elvis's Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. I haven't done this in a long time. This just came to my mind though. So my muse is like, says, "Oh, you like to live on the edge? Well, here's a few you haven't done in a while. Let's see how you do." So I don't know. This just came to me. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart, leave the world behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and be given the keys to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms uncurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Man, I haven't done that one in forever. I didn't even think of that last week or so when it was Elvis's birthday, 91st birthday, and I was trying to play everything I could remember. I forgot about that one. So these sets are crazy sometimes. I have no idea where they're going to go. I just follow it. Amy says, spontaneous, thank you. Thanks, see? Yeah, I'm just kind of playing some of the stuff I haven't done in like forever. Okay. My muse just said, Buddy Holly, Alan. You got it, always. Hold me close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of love you whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. Let me hear you say the words I long to hear, darling, when you're near. Words of love you whisper soft and true, darling, I love you. Words of love so true. Went to the wrong chord there. Oh, the late great Buddy Holly. That would have been a concert I would have loved to have seen. All right, she whispered, how about a double shot? And I went, yes. Yes, you know why. Why you and I will by and by. No true love waits. Sometimes we'll sigh. Sometimes we'll cry. And we we'll know why just you and I know true love waits. Throughout the days, our true love waits will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why just you and I know true love waits. Throughout the days, our true love ways will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know by just you and I know true love waits. Oh, woo! Double shot of late great Buddy Holly. Man, I've tuned into something tonight. It is just flowing with stuff I haven't done in so long, and it feels like I just sat down and wrote this whole set out, which I do not do. I don't know. Oh, of course, it'd be nothing without my tribe. So thank you all for checking in, as always. Amy said, nice, thank you. Oh, I don't know. My OCD kicks in and it's like, man, this set has just taken on a life of its own and it feels so good. So now the stakes are high. What to end on? I have no idea. Maybe I shouldn't overthink it because all of these have just come courtesy of my muse. She just drops them in song after song. I would do another Motown song if I knew one, but I don't know. I don't have to end it. Maybe I should do something else until my muse tells me to play something. Gene says, such a great evening. Thank you. Well, thank you all for being here and giving me an audience, or it would mean nothing. So I'm grateful. Maybe I'm supposed to turn it over to you. Your friends hear you outside yourself in a way you can't hear yourself, which I know. Really? She just said Paul McCartney. Okay, I wasn't thinking of that. I don't no idea how in tune. It's tuned down, but it may not be in tune. Let me see. Whoa, that's dropped down a lot. we don't have to end here, but this is what my muse just dropped into my head. So we can always do an encore one. If you had something in mind and withheld because I suddenly said Paul McCartney, it doesn't have to be the end. So I don't know. I'm liking this set. Man, I wish I knew some more Motown stuff. Kind of ashamed that I don't. I love Motown. All right. Okay. Paul McCartney from one of my favorite movies, The Lake House. I'm very sure this never happened to me before. I met you, and now I'm sure this never happened before. And now I see this is the way it's supposed to be. I met you, and now I see this is the way it should be. This is the way it should be for lovers. They shouldn't go it alone. It's not so good when you're on your own. So come to me. Now we can be what we want to be. I love you, and now I see this is the way it should be. This is the way it should be. This is the way it should be for lovers. They shouldn't go it alone. It's not so good when you're on your own. I'm very sure this never happened to me before. I blew that whole chording, so I'm very sure this never happened to me before. I met you, and now I'm sure this never happened before. 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 Oh, I think I did that one recently, but it's been a long, long time, so I feel like I just kind of wing it. All right. Was there a request for an encore? Gina said, it's such a great evening. Thank you. This is a great idea. So great. Thank you. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like it, man. Give me something. I'm not done. I rarely finish this whole mug of these nice hot wine drinks with that cinnamon stick and a large slice of navel orange. But I'm down to like one sip left, and I'm thinking, I don't know. I think it's going to be up to you guys. I think she's whispered her last thing to me. So, give me something. Only Motown related song. You can keep most of the records. Oh yeah, that's a Steve Poltz song. Oh, that's a great idea. I never would have thought of that. See, your friends always see you outside of yourself and hear you outside of yourself. Yeah, that's Stax. Let's see. Oh yeah, Fourth Fret. He recorded, I believe, and wrote Stax and 10 Chances in Australia. Yeah, so that's called Stax. So STAX, Stax is I don't think they're in operation now. They're in Memphis. That's a blues label, Stax Volz, VOLZ, which I did not know until I heard that Steve Holt song about 20 years ago or so. Stax Volz is a blues label. So when you hear Stax, it's not talking about a stack of albums. He's telling his girl that he's breaking up with, you can keep most of the records, the albums, and the vinyl, but leave me the Motown and the Stax. So thanks for that reminder. Oh, this is a great song to end on. See, I knew it wasn't going to be about me. Oh yeah, so this is called Stax. You ride with the top down, and all the boys stare. The scent of a magazine, your windblown hair, and I could try to get deeper inside. So I sat there alone, I slowly got fried. Hope it's on and pretend, and this is the end. I got piles of old pictures, got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records, leave me the Motown and the Stax. Leave me the Motown and the Stax. Broke down in Grimsby, I missed you so bad. I felt like a fifth wheel, smile when I'm sad. And all of the whiskey in the world couldn't stop my heart from beating, spun like a top. Hope it's on to pretend, and this is the end. I got piles of old pictures, I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the vinyl, leaving the Motown and the Stax. Leaving the Motown and the Stax. Oh man, I haven't played this. I just forgot the. There's some crazy chords up here. Oh, I've never blanked on these so bad before. I hit the wrong fret sometimes, but. Screw these damn cell phones, the cancer in my head, this genetic chicken makes me feel like I'm dead. We can argue for hours and miles in the night, till I just pass out. The fluorescent light, hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records, leaving the Motown and the Stax. I've got piles of old memories, you and me down my tracks. close to the vinyl. Leave me the Motown and the Stax. Leave me the Motown and the Stax. I just remember what those chords were. They're crazy. Oh, sometimes I blank on some of those, but you know, with no rehearsal, live 3 nights a week, and no practice, I feel like I retained quite a bit. My aging brain still is active, so I'm grateful for that. That I can remember as much as I do. That was a great request. Thank you for that. Yeah, that was called Stax. I never would have thought of that. What else do I know Motown? How about a song that mentions Motown? Duh. Amy says, neat, amazing set. Well, gosh, look at the time. Thank you for, hanging in here for so long. All of you. I didn't know that was a Pulse song. Yeah, Stax and 10 Chances. He wrote them and recorded them in Australia. Both of them have references to Australia. Remember in 10 Chances it says, so I ordered 4 cans of Tooheys, and Tooheys is like the equivalent to like Coors, he said, or the worst American, Pabst Blue Ribbon, or Schlitz malt liquor. The worst, I don't really drink beer, so the worst American beer is what Tooheys is. So when he plays that in Australia, people just laugh. So in 10 Chances, he mentions Tooheys, which is an Australian beer. In Stax, he says, I broke down in Grimsby. So Grimsby, I found out all of this from him later. Grimsby's a town in Australia. I broke down in Grimsby and I missed you so bad. I felt like a fifth wheel. Fifth wheel was like a truck stop. So I just know all of this from following him for so long. And so those are references to Australian landmarks, little places that he encountered. And so he put those in the song. So, but Stax is not about Australia. It was just written in Australia and recorded there, I believe. So he put those references in there. But Stax is, of course, a very famous blues recording studio in Memphis. So he referenced that, breaking up with somebody, kind of not a sad song to end on, kind of, but I mean, it's like the end of things. But as Bon Jovi says, every new beginning is some beginning's end. Things end and something begins out of it. So this set ended, and it'll begin again on Friday. So yeah, so I like that. It's like you can keep most of the records. He's got a big collection, obviously, but leave me the Motown and the Stax, which I love. Leave me the soul and the blues. So the blues is going to help him express his heart and get over the end of that relationship and all of that. That's what blues do. That's blues were written during slavery times, and people were singing about no longer being shackled and how they felt about stuff. And so that resonates with people to this day. So, and then so Stax, Stax Bowls at the time, VOLZ, very famous for a blues label. And then of course the other one is Sun Studios, man. That started it all for Elvis. He went in there and recorded that little song for $4 for his mom, My Happiness. And a year and a half later, the owner of that studio and label, Sam Phillips, was looking for a white boy who could sing like a mocha-skinned brother. And the secretary there said, what about that guy that came in here and recorded? And that's all true. You can look it up. And that's how the whole thing started, man. So I've not been to Stax. I wish I would have taken the time to do that, but I didn't have time on my way home from South Carolina. So I went to Sun Studios. I went to Country Music Hall of Fame, caught the shuttle outside of there to Studio B, which is about 10 minutes away. Elvis, the Everly Brothers, Roy Orbison. So many people recorded out of Studio B. So I've been to those. I got to, I didn't have time to go to Stax, but I did go to the Civil Rights Museum, which I've mentioned before, which is extremely moving. So that was a wonderful trip coming back home to restart my life. And Memphis was a big part of that, and of course, Graceland. All right, my tribe, my peeps, thanks for hanging in here. I got started late as I texted you because I was in this half-mile long construction zone, which is all over the East Valley. And plus I did some encores and I just followed my muse. So Z says, great set, thanks. Interesting, didn't know that either about Stax. I didn't either until I heard that Steve Holt song. I never heard of Stax. Stax-Bowls, B-O-L-Z. Stax Bowls is a blues label. I don't think it's operating anymore. Sun Studio, you can actually, if they'll let you go in and still record. I've been in that studio. I've taken the tour, which was awesome. But yeah, so that's where Stax came from. Thanks for remembering that. I would not have remembered that to close out the set. You're welcome for the wonderful music. Oh, Kels is in the house. Thanks for checking in. Great history lesson. Yeah, the older I get, the more trips around the sun, the more I find out I didn't know about stuff. So I loved hearing about all that stuff from Steve. So thanks for the request. All right, as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy, keeping those immune systems bolstered. I don't know if Sharona's still here, but she might be getting some of that cold weather. But Amy, and there's Mike. You're welcome, Mike. Amy and Mike are getting pounded with cold weather and wild winds and snow and everything. So stay bundled up there, you guys, our tribe members to the north. So good to see you all. Enjoy what's left of your wind down Wednesday. And sliding into the weekend, I'll be back on Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same bat time and channel. Thanks, the McCormick clan, for checking in. Z, thank you for reminding me that yesterday was the premiere of the very first Batman TV show, which I remember very well. Amy Rimmers, too. She told me she used to sit in her high chair. Her mom would feed her dinner and she would rock out to that Batman theme song. Then I found out years later, I think it was Nelson Riddle that I told you guys before did that. When you hear that song, it sounds like Batman. Those aren't vocals. Those are trumpets. Go listen to it on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll think, oh, I always thought those were female vocalists going Batman. It's not. It's all trumpets, and it was just magically arranged to sound like vocals, but it wasn't. So thanks, Z, for that reminder. Yesterday was the premiere of the very first episode of Batman, which I loved. I also loved that Bruce Wayne was Batman was the alter ego, Bruce Wayne, and my full name is Bruce Dwayne Vaught. So I've always had a kinship with Bruce Wayne because it's Bruce Dwayne and it's close. So I've always had an attachment with Batman, and I love that theme song. So thanks for the reminder, Z. All right, we're closing it out. Otis Redding recorded on Star Record, or Stax. Yep, yeah, a whole bunch of artists did there. I'd never heard of that until that Steve song, so till Stax. Yep, and he says, yes, Booker T and the MGs. Oh, yeah. Heard them yesterday or the other day on the radio. Green Onions was on the 50s channel. All right, my tribe, have a great night. Thanks so much for checking in. All of you that I've mentioned, Sharona was here. Oh yeah, the Fair Faith, she checked in early on too. Kel's checked in at the end, and all of you in between and around about. Have a great rest of your Wind Down Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.